Welcome to Both Down, episode 191, the number one Blood Bowl podcast.
From Oklahoma.
As always, that's Scott, aka Scott Prime. This is Steve, aka Kilwagi Campbell. How's it going?
I told you not to ask me that.
I know it's.
I said I'm ready to just fall into a black hole and.
So, if you've noticed, you haven't been getting new episodes or anything. Yeah, the feed's messed up, and the website is also messed up. So, we don't know when we're going to get it fixed.
To be clear, we missed, or I pressed the button that evidently led to the website going under, and it's beyond me to fix. So we have somebody that's going to help us. Probably after Oklahoma Bowl, they're going to come over and we're going to look at this thing. And
so it's not really your fault. I mean, our hosting is on a private server from a friend. Have we had Dirk on here, Kevin?
He was in that like 0 episode with us.
Yeah, that's true. So we've been using him as a private host for a while. We did tell him like, hey, it's telling us that the PHP needs updating and you have to do it. And it didn't fix anything. And then Scott tried to fix it and it went away. So
yeah, I think we lost all the WordPress stuff, to be honest.
Which if we did, I mean,
but I mean, I don't know if that. I don't know.
Right.
The truth is we don't know. We're going to continue to record because we thought about going on hiatus. We decided not to. So even if we post this, it's going to be a direct link to the file that's in. All the files are still there. It's just the WordPress stuff is all jacked up, including the feed. So
yeah,
I don't know if those are connected or not, but it will get fixed in due time. But life has been. I feel like this. I say this all the time, but man, this part of the year right now, it doesn't help that I'm working overtime.
Yeah, it always makes things worse. It
doesn't help that prices are rising on everything. So just there's like stress everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you add in all the other stuff that I don't even need to mention. And then you, like I said, you want to just tear your head off and punt it down the field. So.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
I'm on the opposite end of that right now. I mentioned this to some people. I don't think I mentioned it on here. Did I? About the new job?
You might have.
I don't know if I did.
I don't know if you did either because you went to England because of your new job.
Yeah. So my old job was not allowing people to get promoted remotely. So I started looking for a new job, found one. And since they're competitors, they're like, when I put my 2 weeks notice in, they're like, okay, just go ahead and leave. We'll pay you for the 2 weeks. It's like, sweet. So I was looking at a tournament to go to while I had some time and some money and couldn't find anything in the U.S. that, really would work. And I happened to see that Water Bowl was happening that weekend that I could make it. So yeah, I, with about a week's forethought, went to London and then went to Nottingham and then Stockport, where Water Bowl is.
Look at you, Mr. International Traveler Steve Campbell.
They call me Mr. Worldwide.
Is that what they call you?
No.
I thought it was just Mr. Wide.
Mr. 405. Less wide. I am... So, as of recording, I am probably 231. I'm very close to hitting the 220s again.
Wow.
Which I could not tell you the last time I did, which was probably in high school. Or something. I don't know. But, yeah. We want to just go over that real quick?
That makes me the fattest guy in the Both Down podcast now.
Finally.
Yeah. You happy?
Pretty much, yeah.
Happy that I'm overweight and gonna die?
I don't want that to happen, no, but
so we're just gonna roll with this episode. Did you want to talk about anything going around before we talk about your trip in England and all the cool stuff that everybody's gonna be jealous to hear your stories of?
We mentioned Oklahoma Bowl. That is this weekend. We do have 3 events. It is at the hotel, the same as last year. It does look like management changed because they were kind of fighting me on the
What they
price of
promised
the
us.
room and the comp and all this stuff. Got that squared away. But what sucks is we had like a $99 a night deal for the people to get a room, but I guess that expired and the last guy didn't tell me. So if you want to book a room at the hotel now, it's like $140 a night.
Oh wow.
It's like, nope. I even messaged them and was like, hey, people would like to stay here if I can get the $100. And they're like, we can't do that. You
Well,
can, but
that goes par with course with everything else they've gave us hiccups on. It will probably be the last year at this hotel and probably go
yeah,
right back to Wizards.
most likely.
Um,
So Fermanelli is only this year, most likely.
maybe we'll see how it goes. There's other places that might
That's true.
let us take over their store for
Run the event at Rudy's.
or that. High Elves. They announced that High Elves looks like they're going to be pre-ordered in a week. Is that right?
That's what it says. It says next Sunday.
Okay. So for everybody asking, no, we don't have any information. We didn't get any emails. We didn't get anything of like, don't, here's some cool stuff and don't talk about this until then. So if it happens, I mean, today is March 9th. So if something falls out of the air in the next couple of days, then we're going to look like liars. But as of March 9th at 8:48 p.m., we're done.
Yeah.
I guess they don't like us anymore.
Yeah, this is the first time that they have not sent us something in a long time. And it could just be miscommunication. Don't know. We did get the season 3 stuff. So I will be emailing them shortly. I meant to do that already, but I forgot.
Yeah. I mean, it could be that it's going straight from the manufacturers out to people, and they just don't have any too.
It is possible. We have no idea,
Right.
but it'd be nice to know.
So if you're asking me, would I tell you I don't have any information? I don't have any information, folks. So
Not that we would tell you if we did.
but we don't.
Yeah.
I'm telling you we don't as of this time. And the dice are blue, is that right? Like a powder blue
Looked like it.
or a marbly blue or something like that. So probably just going to be the spike for me. I think I might
Same.
be
I will-
be done with dice from here on out.
I've been done with dice for a while. They're cool, but they just sat there. So
I know.
sold all mine.
Well, that's what I realized too. Is I go to about 5 different pairs and it's just colors I like. So
And I don't even do that. I only play with my black NAF dice. That's
Oh.
it.
well, there you go.
Like in the last 6, 7, 8 years, I couldn't tell you. That's the only dice I've used aside from that one tournament where I won the free dice before the tournament.
Huh.
So makes life easy.
Not tournaments, league play. I'm going to get in now because Steve's going to have a long story.
Sure.
My orcs are 3-1. Orcs are interesting and different. The bad thing is before the season started, somebody wanted to play just like a scrimmage, play a game, right?
Mhm.
Just play a game, try some of the rules down. That was against Bretonians. Then week 1, I played against Skaven. Couldn't break armor, save my life. I probably already bitched about how the Skaven guy stabbed me a million times and kept knocking my dudes out. Even though that shouldn't happen, he probably should dodge away with a gutter runner, but he didn't. Got beat 2-1 from them. And then I played Bretonians and won. And then I played Bretonians and won. And then I played Bretonians and won again. So I played 4 league games and a scrimmage, and I've only played 2 races for my 2026 year of Blood Bowl.
So what do you think of the Bretonians? I've still yet to play against them.
I was playing a new guy who hasn't played Blood Bowl much at all.
Mm-hmm.
He did fine. For the first half, it was really close, but he also was kind of doing some things that I don't think me or you would have done, and they worked out. And by that, I mean like, oh, I guess I'll throw this 1 die block just to see what happens.
Right.
When we might not have done that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He also had to dodge through like 5 tackle zones, and he rolled nothing but 5s and 6s. And when you do that, you can score a touchdown. But I can't really complain because I beat every one of them. I don't know. I hate playing them because here's what's happened. So the orcs now have that new rule on casualties gets you 3 points instead of 2.
Right. Yeah.
And touchdowns are 2 points instead of 3. My black orcs have been ready to skill up since game 1, but I keep playing Bretonnians. So why put block on them when everybody's just going to wrestle you down?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to have the bloat because I'm playing all these teams that are like 11 or 12 players.
Huh.
So I have one that's like, do you want to take a stat increase? Because you're here. And I'm like, no, I don't.
But man, if you got an extra strength on that guy.
Yeah, but it's also a lot of money now.
That is for sure.
So I have now, if I choose to do it, I have like 6 guys, maybe 7. I think the one guy could skill up twice if I choose to, because I have the star player points and stuff. It is different only having 2 biggin blockers,
right,
and the 2 blitzers. That changes so much. And it's weird having to really rely on the throwers to be your speed, because you only have 4 guys on that team with 6 movement, unless you take goblins, which I did do that. It's just been weird. I don't know enough yet. I have been like keeping stats because ideally I've been trying to keep stats of like the team captain thing and like Trolls 2 stupidity rolls just to see like what happens by the end of the season.
Who'd you put your team captain on?
A blitzer.
Okay, makes sense.
But I don't know 100% if that's what probably the right move, but I just don't know.
So I just want to interject real quick because I took humans to Water Bowl, and that's 6 games, and I put my team captain on a blitzer as well.
Okay.
Game 2, I think, I didn't put this in my notes, I realized something pretty nice. 2 dice block uphill with pro works really well. So my blitzer going up against an orc or someone with more strength, just do the 2 die block, and if I get a skull, I can pro it.
Okay.
It's not perfect, but I mean, it's a lot better than it was.
Yeah. So my stats are a little bit messed up because one, I forgot to keep stats of the troll stupidity roll. So I only have through 2 games, he's boneheaded 8 times out of 32. So that's still like 1 out of 4, which is one of those games. It was like 4 in a row. So it's like awful. And then rerolls saved or used and saved. And this is on 3 games. I rerolled 22 times. I saved 9 of them. That's pretty good for a 1 out of 6.
Yeah, in my 6 games, I kind of kept track, but I think overall, and I took 4 rerolls to the event. I think it worked like 5 or 6 times. So it didn't work as well for me, but it's nice when it does.
Yeah, I mean, it changes how you play when you go like, okay, I'm going to use this reroll. And also you get it back and you're like, okay.
Like, well, crap.
I think I'm going to go ahead and try this now too.
Let's do it again.
Because I got a reroll in my back pocket. So I really don't know what to think of them. They are different. Like I said, the having to play with the throwers and like they're kind of your safeties in some weird way. It's just weird. It's just different, weird, and I've been playing with the goblins just to have some speed and stuff like that. So Preston Uffle seem either they're super hot or they're super cold, and it seems like every time I play somebody, they get great ones.
Are you using that?
The Preston Uffle inducement,
For 10, or would you change it?
Nah, it's 10. That
seems horrible.
Well, it had the 0 to 3 limit. We talked about house ruling it, but I was like, to be fair, we haven't played with the real rules as is, so Let's just try it one season before we claim something's broken without knowing.
For most things, I would agree with you. That, no. It's fine. It's broken. Can tell real quick.
Oh, it's the go-to inducement because
Yeah, why would you
everybody
not?
is convinced to do that over like a babe or anything like that.
For sure. Yeah. Oh, well.
Anyway, so that's my update to Blood Bowl.
Cool.
I never had painted a troll or goblins for that team.
Yeah.
I painted them.
Nice. How'd they come out?
They matched pretty well.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I asked Jennifer if she could tell, and she really studied them, and she's like, "I think it's these because the orange is slightly brighter." And I was like, "Yeah, because I probably put a couple more coats on it now, learning from what I did 15 years ago."
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
So speaking of painted, I took my new Bright Crusaders over to England.
The fancy ones.
They were fancy. I love them. But yeah, I had True Blood miniatures. Had him paint up a combo human Bretonnian team, or not Bretonnian, nobility, and using one of the sets of the Bright Crusaders, and they're awesome because they all match together, and I can pick and choose what I want.
So what did you? Okay, you played actual humans.
Yeah,
then?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I took a thrower with on the ball. My 2 catchers I gave block. 1 blitzer that I gave team captain, I gave him frenzy. And the other blitzer I gave him guard. Ogre had block. And then a hopeful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 linemen. So 13 people. And then 4 rerolls and a cheerleader and an apothecary.
Okay.
So I got all kinds of stuff.
Okay, before you go into the Blood Bowl,
yeah,
tell us about England.
Yeah, so
like because you've been that way twice now, but you never really stopped in England, right?
I haven't gone to England. I was planning on going to hit it next year with the World Cup before I went over, and it sucks. Like, it sucks that Pete wasn't there, obviously. But this was kind of a last minute thing. Like I said, I didn't even really have a week to put this together. And it's just like, okay, let's just go do it. So, and I did buy new shoes because I thought, you know what? If I'm going to do a lot of walking, I need new shoes. Long story short, horrible decision because I told him I was a wide, but he did all the fancy measurements and he's like, well, no, these should fit perfectly and they'll just break in. I'm like, okay. They did not break in and they destroyed my toes. So,
do you look like your feet were bound by your Imperial Master?
Pretty much.
Emperor Master?
So, after the first day, they were bleeding with blisters. So I ended up putting toilet paper around my toes so that they would rub up against the toilet paper instead of the actual flesh. It was better. It still sucked. But whatever. So I flew out on Monday, landed on Tuesday morning, went over, took the Elizabeth line, so I got to ride the tube all the way to Bond Street. I couldn't check in, so I dropped off my luggage, and then I just started walking around. And the place I'm staying, or stayed at, was at the very north end of Savile Row, which is all the fancy shops and tailors and everything. So it's a very high-end place.
Did you go get a custom-made suit for you while you were there?
I could not even afford a cufflinks if I wanted. Because a friend of mine up in Canada, Ken, he likes cufflinks. And the maker that he likes is stationed there, or from there. And I went by, and it was just a shop devoted to cufflinks and some other stuff. I didn't even go in because I was not supposed to be in that area. I could not afford it. It was crazy. Super tiny room. But all I had to do was sleep, so it worked. Now, one of the other guests, because there's like 4 rooms, and I had one of them, the other guests were apparently a Chinese family who don't care about screaming and yelling at 2 a.m. So that was not great. But since I was by Seville Row, I did get to see where the old Apple Records was, where the Beatles put their last concert on top of the roof. And I
Okay.
got to see where the Ziggy Stardust cover was shot. Walked around a ton of places, went down to the Palace, got to see that, got to see the park around there. Uh, just walked because I had a ton of time to kill. I think I got in like at 11 and couldn't check in until 3. So I just walked around and saw all the sights. I still had some more time, picked up my bag, went to McDonald's because it had Wi Fi. I thought I needed to preserve my Wi Fi because I paid for like 15 gigs of international roaming, blah, blah, BS. It was a
Mm-hmm.
waste. Never had to. Like, I guess I ran through that in the first day somehow, and I could just use regular service, no problem with T-Mobile. I don't know why I didn't. But anyways, so yeah, went to McDonald's, got Wi-Fi, had to buy something. They had cheese sticks. They were,
McDonald's?
yep, and they were horrible, just about as horrible as you can imagine. Then, since I'd walked around so much and my feet were killing me, and it started raining that evening, I just kind of crashed early at the place. Next day, I ended up going to Westminster Abbey, walked all around that, got to see the statue of Boudica, got to see the Thames, went up to Cleopatra's Needle, finally got a proper fish and chips. It was pretty good. I had to wait a while for the shop to open, which sucked. Ended up just resting for a while so my feet would stop hurting. Then that evening, I went down to one of the areas that had the comic book shops and the game store. Hit a couple of comic shops. They didn't really have anything I wanted. I did buy a comic, just one of the covers of Green Lantern comic I didn't have, just to buy something just in case. And before I went, I thought it was going to rain the whole time because that was the forecast. It didn't rain except for a little bit right at this time. Every other time I was perfectly fine.
Hmm.
Went
So
to
there's no old England reprint comics or nothing like that?
not there. No,
Not there.
I
Okay.
even asked, and one was like only one of them was Forbidden Planet, and that was awesome. But it was just all new stuff and TPBs
Right,
and
right, right.
all that. Your typical regular comic shop. The other one did have some older issues, but I asked them about the old British only ones, and they didn't have any.
Okay.
I did go to a shop that's called the Orc's Nest. Super, super tiny game shop, but it had a really cool orc logo for their logo. So I bought a T-shirt because it was $10. So no problem there. Went to Leicester Square, hit a food truck or a food court. Nothing exciting, but I got tickets to the Lyric Theater's production of Hadestown on the West End. So I did that evening, and the Lyric Theater is one of the original uh, theaters in that area, created
Okay.
in 1888. And since it was so late of a decision for me to get something, and the West End is basically London's version of Broadway. So
Okay.
it was an amazing show. But since I was late getting tickets, none of the good seats were there. But they had a box that was open. So I got a ticket in the box to the side. Missed out on some of the stage, but it was super tiny. Luckily, nobody else showed up. So it was
Oh,
three
that's good.
seats, just me, and I was able to have plenty of room. It was amazing.
Well, you 230-pound giant American man eating all the fish and chips in England before you went there.
If if I lived there, I would be about 180 because it is just walking all over the place.
Gotcha.
I'm sure I'd get used to it and stop walking at some point because I'd seen everything. The next day, I was going to go down to Tower London and see the Tower Bridge and the Globe and all that, but I saw that the British Museum had an exhibit on samurai. So I ended up going there, got to see that exhibit, which was amazing. I picked up a rubber ducky in samurai armor.
Oh, that's a nice rubber ducky.
I like it. It has a tag on the bottom. And So I got to see that. Got to see all the mummies and everything. I could have done 3 days at the British Museum and been happy, but you know, you only have so much time. So I just kind of blew through stuff. Got to see the stuff I wanted. I love archaeology. I love all that stuff. So it was amazing to see. Then I got on a train to Nottingham and got off there by there was a old store, not an old store. There was a junk store by the train station that had a bunch of old comics. Now, they didn't have any of the British ones I was looking for, but they did have a couple of British unique items, so I did buy those. A little bit more than I wanted to, but they were cool. It was like a book from the 60s of Marvel, just reprints.
That's
So
cool.
that was neat. Then I got to my Airbnb, walked around town a little bit, and I was tired, but I was only there for the night, and I decided that I should go to the organ grinder, which was Pete's old haunt. I
Right,
asked his
his old
sister,
bar.
yeah. So I walked over that way and sat down, had a pint. It was a pint of, you know, Diet Coke or whatever, but it was still a pint. And I was the only, like, I didn't take a jacket or anything. The only thing I have is a hoodie of
Hmm.
the Dust Devils that had the Pete's logo on it. So I thought that was
Hmm.
fitting. When it rains, wool kind of absorbs the water. So that thing was wet the whole time, which was probably not a good decision, but who cares? It was still neat to do.
Did you talk to anybody? Like, do y'all remember Pete Nefton or anything?
Those two bartenders, I asked the one, she said she just started there a couple months ago, but she had
Okay.
just come back from New York, so we chatted about that. And there was another one, and she was busy the whole time, and she didn't know him.
Okay.
But I mean, that's life.
Well, I mean, it's probably the last couple of years he didn't get out much. So
That's also very true. And I can understand why. I mean, it's not the most easy place to maneuver around.
pretty crowded.
It's not crowded, it's just old. And
Okay.
it was uphill the whole way there, which sucked. So it was fine on the way back. But yeah, just if you look at, like, I was looking at the living areas and stuff, not a whole lot of it had the like here we have the ADA, so you have to have stuff that's compliant for disabilities. Didn't seem to be a big thing over there, or they're grandfathered in. There were not ramps, there were not anything like that. So him trying to get around on a scooter, I can understand why that would be annoying. Went back. They had a chicken place that was called Chicken Lickin'. It looked like the logo to Chick-fil-A. So I decided to stop in there.
But it's called chicken licking,
It was called Chicken Lickin'.
like licking chicken.
Like licking chicken, like
Okay.
finger licking good. So,
Oh man, my daughter just made my day. She brought me this peanut butter drink from
ooh.
Scooters.
Is that the place that doesn't have caffeine, or is that?
It's a coffee place,
Oh, there's
but
a coffee place.
there's
That's
some
right.
peanut butter drink that she like soups up with extra peanut butter.
Oh, nice.
And every now and then she treats dad. So if I probably ever have a normal one, I'll be like, oh,
It sucks.
this sucks. I need extra peanut butter.
So I walk in the Chicken Lickin' place because it's kind of like the only place that's open that late, and
Mhm.
it looks horrible. Like it was run down, and I thought maybe this isn't a good idea, but I'm already here, and I got their chicken strips or nuggets, whatever, and some French fries, surprisingly cheap. And I thought it was going to be horrible, but he put some peri peri seasoning on it, and it was just a little bit of spiciness.
Not familiar with that.
I'm not either.
Or am I familiar with it? I just don't know that's what it's called.
I don't think you are. I think I've had it before, like at Nando's when I was in Canada. I looked into getting some here, but I'd have to get it ordered, like delivered, instead of actually pick it up somewhere. I'll be
Is it
looking.
an England thing? Is that what it is?
I think it's
Or
an
is it
Indian thing, but since England has so much Indian culture, then that's where they got it. But it is really good. It ended up making it really great. The next day, I ended up going. I walked over to Nottingham Castle from like Robin Hood and all that.
Okay.
I was going to go in, but everything online said not worth it, and I didn't have a whole lot of time, so I just kind of saw the outside. There's a bar. Like I tried to meet up with Jarvis. Jervis. Why did I say Jarvis?
Because you'd like him to come over and clean your house and be your butler and fix the Quinjet.
Of
And then
course,
you and your friends could go save the world. Now that you're only 230 pounds.
that's true. But yeah, I tried to meet up with Jervis, and he mentioned this bar, but he wasn't able to get away. He thought I was mentioning because, like I said, it was like kind of last minute. He was busy. Speaking of, he has the new
It's like
Dreadball
it's Dreadball, but like
Star Players or something.
it sounds like a new edition, basically.
Yeah, it's like
Or
Dreadball All Stars or something.
right.
But also, did you know that he wrote the Godzilla RPG?
Mm-hmm.
I did not.
I did because I saw him
Him post it.
advertise it.
Yeah, that's what I found out too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how I knew.
But he mentioned going to a bar called Ye Old Trip to Jerusalem. Ends up being the oldest continuously operated inn/bar in England. It was founded in 1189.
Holy crap! You got to go there?
Yeah, I had to wait for them to open, and I didn't want to really get anything because I was going over to Warhammer World. I was going to get Bugman's, so I just kind of went in, looked around a little bit, and got an Uber because it was too far to walk. It was really neat. I would have liked to stay there and gotten something. So Nottingham was just kind of I'm there, I might as well look at it. I really liked it. And I think they're holding the NAFC there this year. I would love to go back. Like, it was a great town. There was a lot of stuff to look at and go to. Went to some comic book stores and some game stores as well in Nottingham, but nothing really to note.
How were the ladies in England?
How were the ladies? Like
Yeah.
looking?
Sure. Did they trip your trigger?
There was, I mean, it was a decent mix, I guess.
Well, I just don't want you to go all asexual on me. So that's
No.
why I'm asking. Did you look at the ladies?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
There's a decent.
Was it like you were shopping at Target and looking around, or were you shopping at Walmart looking around?
I'd say Costco.
Okay.
Wide variety, but there's some really good value there.
Okay.
I tend to like more unique looking
I
people.
say this by saying Target and Walmart, but clearly, if I was probably going to be at a store, even though I hate it, I'd probably also be at Walmart. So
Yeah, no, I get it.
by looks, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, that guy's a Walmart guy.
But
That's
they
a
do have
Dollar Tree dude.
there's a wide mix of Indians in the culture, so that does help because I tend to gravitate to different than blonde hair white people or women. I don't know why I said people.
Them white people get you in trouble, dude.
Yeah, you can't trust them. So I got over to GW World. It was awesome. I went to Bugman's, got a hamburger. It was really neat to be there. I
How's
looked.
the food? Because I've always heard it's so-so.
It was so-so, yes.
Okay.
I was glad I did it. The first couple of bites, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty good," and then I was like, "Yeah, it's okay."
Okay. I would have ate there too, just to say I did it. But
Yeah,
I was just really curious if it was really just like, I did it, and next time I'll go eat somewhere else.
pretty much, yes. So overall, like Warhammer World's awesome. It's, I would say, smaller than I expected. Kind of, I guess it's
Okay.
about the right size. But just seeing photos, I had a different setup in my mind, which was no big deal. The thing that sucks is they didn't have anything special, and I looked around. I didn't see anything. Like back in the day when Blood Bowl first came back out, they had T-shirts and mugs and lanyards and just all this kind of stuff. I thought surely I'll see something. Maybe not for Blood Bowl, but surely I'll see something.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. You're saying not even for like Warhammer or
I
anything?
didn't see anything.
Okay.
Maybe I missed something, but I was looking in the main store. In retrospect, I didn't check everywhere in Bugman's, but I can't imagine it was in Bugman's. But yeah, That was kind of disappointing because I just planned on buying something, you know. Overall, I wasn't super impressed until I went to the exhibit. And I almost didn't go because I figured they wouldn't have a whole lot of Blood Bowl stuff because why would they? But I was there, so I figured why not. Ended up meeting Jonathan Taylor York and chatted with him for a while.
Oh, he was hanging out there, or
Yeah,
did you
he works
meet him?
there. Not at the store, but he's the head writer of Old World now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I knew he moved on from Blood Bowl to there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I got to
So,
chat with him for a while. He was between meetings. And then I started walking around the exhibit, and the exhibit was phenomenal.
oh,
Like,
I bet.
like, if you looked at my photos, that was not even near enough photos. I took a crap ton of photos. But just the amount of models painted and the displays and dioramas, there was a whole, I would say, 100 feet by 25 feet tall super battle of everything going on. Now I don't know what it was, but it looked awesome. And just everywhere you looked, you had different battles going on, and demons and machines. And again, I don't know what it is, so I can't really tell you much. But that was really amazing. Went over to catch a train up to Stockport, and I don't know why they don't enclose their train station because it was freezing cold the whole time I was there, and I had like 2 hours to wait,
And he had a wet wool jacket?
and I had a wet wool jacket. Um, thank God for hot chocolate. I haven't had a hot chocolate in a long time. I had a couple of large ones, and that did the trick.
Couple of them.
I
Jesus.
had a long time to wait. Doo-doo-doo. So got to Stockport, went to my Airbnb. It was a weird one. Like Nottingham, awesome. Had the whole apartment to myself. Like I said, the other one in
Was it weird because you missed the Chinese family?
no, this what no, this was actually an Indian family, and I had to knock on the door to get let in every time, which we thought was odd. And then there was
Hmm.
no exterior lock to my. I was basically just staying with someone. Like I know that's what Airbnb is, but normally it's like, oh, we have this dedicated place, and you get this key or this keypad, and you blah blah blah. No, this was just some lady with her husband and kids, and
Really? So, like, did you poop in the same bathroom they pooped in?
I think so. It was multi-level, so I was on. They had the ground floor. I was on the second floor. It had a couple other rooms, but I don't know what they were, and I was getting in late every time I got in, so I didn't really talk with anyone much. But yeah, it was very odd. They were super nice. It was comfortable. It's everything I needed. It was just odd.
So, question.
Yeah.
We always joke that, like, it's possible. I'm not saying this. I mean, it's going to sound cocky. We could maybe go travel. We've said this in the past. Like, we could maybe go to England and maybe one of our listeners would put us up and let us sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Did that even occur to you?
Yes,
Or
it
was it
did.
just not enough time?
So it did. There wasn't really enough time, probably. I did reach out, like, hey, I'm going to England, and blah, blah, blah. Just maybe someone would volunteer. Honestly, in
Nobody
London,
likes us.
well, I don't know about that. But
He said, "Are
in,
you from the Bonehead podcast?" And you were like, "No."
um, I would not have wanted to take someone up in London or Nottingham because I wanted to do that on my own. Because I don't want to be tied to someone else, right?
I
I
got you.
saw a ton of stuff. I walked everywhere I needed to go. I didn't have a schedule. Now, in Stockport, I probably would have taken someone up, but that's fine. Core actually lives there and he was running the event.
Hmm,
So the morning of the first day, I walked over to McDonald's and he picked me up. So that was nice.
that's nice. Ooh, and since he's running the event, no chance you have to play him.
Yeah, that's very true. Wouldn't have mattered. So it was Gareth Widram, if you've seen him online. It was his 50th birthday. I guess on that Tuesday, but he was having a cake and stuff that day. So
Oh man, you got cake.
it was really great to meet him and hang out. The store there, Element Games, like I went to an Element Games in Nottingham. It was nothing to write home about, but the Element Games in Stockport was awesome. Ton of space, ton of product. They had a I guess a restaurant, deli, whatever. They had a place that served food at the
Okay.
place, so that was awesome.
In a game shop?
Yeah,
Oh, that's really cool.
yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to run down stuff really quick. Met a lot of people. Ton of people enjoyed the podcast. They're looking forward to everything. They asked about you and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you say he's ready to fall into a black hole?
Well, I didn't quite say that. I said he's got his own stuff going on, and
Um, how many people were at this event?
there was, I think, right at 100. I think I can
Wow,
tell real quick. Let me
that's
double
pretty
check.
crazy.
Yeah,
6 rounds, right?
6 rounds. Um, Let me check the standings because it's done through Turplay, which was not my favorite, but it does get the job done pretty well.
Okay.
101, it says.
Okay. So somebody probably dropped. Somebody
Yeah,
came in.
something like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, awesome. I didn't expect it. Like I knew Water Bowl was a name. I didn't realize how big it was, and they've been doing it a long time. I'm very glad that everything lined up that I could go to it. It was awesome. Well,
Yeah, I thought it always got like 40 to 60 people, but
yeah,
100, that's crazy.
yeah, just a regular tournament, and it gets that many people. Um, oh crap, I blanked on his name. I want to say Hugo. I don't know if that's right, but I also want to
Like
say
Hugo
Paolo.
Strange.
No, so I met a guy at Chaos Cup last year from Portugal.
Okay.
Chatted with him, gave him a whole bunch of both down stuff. I'm like, hey, you traveled? Take shit. I don't care. He happened to be there randomly.
Oh, wow.
And so I got to hang out with him some and chat. And I looked at all the people that were coming, and one of the people was from Brazil. I was like, dang it, I thought I was going to be the farthest traveled. Come to find out, he brought her from Portugal. So she lives in Portugal, but she's originally from Brazil, so it didn't count. I
You
was
were
still,
happy.
I was like, at least I got something. Last time I played humans was at Chaos Cup 2012. That was the
Wow.
last time I played humans at a tournament. And I
It's
went,
probably been almost that long for me, too.
yeah, I went 1, 2, and 3. So not great.
Whoa. Are
Yeah.
you, what's going on with you? You've been like racking it up over in
No, it was in
Colorado.
2012.
Oh,
Not this
that's what.
one.
Oh, okay.
Now, that being
I'm
said,
sorry.
you can keep track. So round one, I went against Mornival and his Wood Elves. You're not going to like any of these team names, so just get used to it.
Oh, yeah.
These trees are up to something.
Steve, the world is not, my time is past.
I know.
I'm going to like stand firm, so to speak, if you like that joke, but nobody cares. They just,
Some
it's
people
too
do.
bad.
So Austin today was texting me that he had to get names for his halflings to make you happy.
Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad some people care. The we'll not stay on this subject, but I'm very rigid with my league.
Yeah, I know.
I've had a few people just recently. I really like how you run this league, and it's kind of cool having everybody that has like it feels like a real sports thing,
Mm-hmm.
instead of like. And I'm like, yeah, it's amazing, right?
Well, you recently had to replace Orc Thrower, and you brought in Harry Badsaw from the old
Yeah,
league.
dude, I love Daka Dugans, and he's been on every orc team I've ever had, and he died in my league. So
Oh,
I wanted to go change that dead guy's name to something else so I could use him, but I was like, you know what?
you could do Durka Dugans.
I was like, let's just see what happens. Alternate reality.
Right.
All right.
So went up against Wood Elves. He got 2 charges on me, and was up 2-0 by half.
Ooh. that's bad.
Yeah, it didn't get much better. I ended up getting double skull that I re-rolled into double skull. So they were making fun of me. I'm like, well, my last tournament I had triple skulls that re-rolled into triple skulls. So just kind of how it goes. I was able to score in turn 4 of the second half and almost got a tie, but I failed a handoff on turn 7. So I was very proud of myself for coming back, almost getting 2 touchdowns and tying them after him legit getting 2 charges and scoring immediately on me. Bam, bam, on that first half. It sucked. Went downstairs for lunch. There was a burger place called Three Idiots. Don't know why. And it was awesome. Like, they had great burgers. Cora said they were really good, but they were really good. And they were super cheap. So that was amazing.
So blew Warhammer World out of the water.
Oh, easily. Easily. It's one of the best hamburgers I've had in a long time. So,
Good.
round 2, I went up against Richard Powell, his OWA team, the Dead Memes. His first team, or I was giving people dice because that's what I do. And I gave him some dice. He's like, "Oh, cool! I'll use these for the game." I was like, "Cool, no worries." His first turn, he gets 2 KOs on me. Next turn, he KOs a catcher. And I was like, well, I'm just going to use the Apoth because I can't have him knocking everybody out. Then he ends up KOing someone else. He was destroying me. And he's OWA, so I mean, that should happen, but he was like doing it with dwarves and stuff. Scored turn 4. He got tackle, 1 die. I did tackle with my tackle guy. I got 1 die on his ball carrier. End up getting a push. Then here's turn 8. He has to push me away to score. He had to use a reroll, ends up getting it. Second half, he's just got the advantage on me with people. He ends up scoring both times on. So it ends up being a 2-1 loss. Like, I just couldn't come back. He had me down from the beginning. People stayed knocked out. He beat me on casualties 0-2. So I couldn't even hurt him. And both times on his kickoffs, though, he put extra move on his catcher because you could do that. And he put the catcher alone in the backfield and then did secure the ball each time. Every time I got people around the edge, and one time I had 2 people on his catcher who had to then dodge out, pick up the ball in tackle zones, and then keep dodging. And he was able to do it. And at the end, I'm like, I don't think that was the right way to do things. You should probably put your thrower back there so you can pick up the ball. But you did beat me, so what can I say? Which is
different strategies, though.
Yeah.
Did he even have throwers?
Yeah, he had a thrower.
Okay.
Didn't use him. Like, I think he's just using for leader or something. I don't remember.
That's interesting.
Round 3, go up against Dylan Minnis. He had a human team called Sons of the Creed. Not horrible. So I received the ball, and I casualtied a couple people, and just walked down the field and stalled the whole half. Because he's not paying any attention to the game. He's 14, 15, something like that. And constantly on his phone. Constantly. So the second half, like, this is one of those games where, like, he's played a ton. No offense to him. He just wasn't, like, he didn't know the rules sometimes. So I'm having to show him the assists, and, you know, he'd miss something because he's not paying attention, and I have to point it out. Second half, everything's going his way. He can dodge through tackle zones. He can pick up the ball in tackle zones. I can't pick up the ball to save my life. He was pissing me off. And finally, I did a block, and I think it was both down, that I re-rolled into both down, with the guy with no block. I just put myself down. He had block. And I'm like, okay. He didn't do anything. I sat there. He's looking at his phone. He didn't do anything. He's like, oh, Oh, is it my turn? I go, yeah, you know what? Typically, if I roll both down and don't have block and put my figure down, that's usually the end of a turn. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah. And then he hurts him. And then he got finally decided, oh, I think I'm pissing my opponent off. Maybe I should put the phone away. So he put the phone away.
Good job, Daddy Steve.
Oh, he's pissing me off. Anyways, he ends up scoring. Then I march down the field and I score on turn 7. Don't think anything about it. Went up 2-1. His team, as I said, was humans. He was not using human models. I don't know what he was using. They were kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. He had a halfling that was tiny, but he also had an extra lineman that was tiny and a thrower that was tiny. All three. I don't even know what type of figures they were. They were all hodgepodgey. They're all tiny. I totally forgot he had a halfling. He sets up for a 1-turn touchdown. It goes right to him. He picks up the ball. He gives it to his halfling. The tree throws. It goes 3 towards the end zone. He lands it perfectly and walks right in. And I threw my multicolored pen on the ground and destroyed it because I was fucking pissed. Like, I should have known better. I should have paid attention, but I totally forgot, and I was so pissed. Now, luckily, I had a turn 8. I set up, and I got a 1-turn touchdown. So I did end up winning 3-2.
Oh gosh, but
The pain.
I know we preach on it all the time. Make your models clear as day.
Yeah. And I might have still forgotten, but I was so
Well,
pissed.
the different sizes and stuff like that. And in
Yeah.
that case, like if that was an adult, I would say, oh, they're probably just acting like this is what they play to try to
Yeah.
get some confusion. He probably legit wasn't. Maybe that's all he could afford.
Well, he was
But
there with his
still.
dad and other brother, and they were fine. Like I said, I don't think he's a bad kid. He's just a kid. Like,
Just a kid. No, I get you.
so for dinner that night, we ended up going to a place called Doughboys, which was a pizza place that they recommended that was a couple streets over from the venue.
That place better be good because that sounds like a cool name.
It was amazing. It was just like it was a tiny place because everywhere over there seems tiny. It had a wood fire pizza stove, and it had an old guy or a gruff elder, not old, but 40s, 50s guy
Me?
making the pizza, and
Yeah,
like his kid helping out, and
yeah,
that was
that's
it.
me.
And yeah,
That's what I do. I make pizza.
there was a group of like 6 or 7 or 8 of us that went, and it was truly great pizza. Like, I was very happy we went.
Like weird flavors or anything like that, or just standard pizza stuff.
They had different flavors. Like, I got meat one with some peppers on it or whatever, but it was really good. Then that was it for day 1. Day 2, I went up against a guy named Indibro, and his team name was TBCP Presents If You Can't Beat 'Em, Play Lizards. Don't know what it stands for. I received turn 1, casualty to Saurus immediately, and KO'd another. My second turn, I KO'd a skink. So I kept beating him up. I got a ton of knockouts. The final turn, I've got the ball. I can easily score. He's got 5 people in knockout. And I throw a couple of blocks and I knock out another one. I was like, I don't know if I want to score. He's got so many people. I think that might have been the 5th one. Anyways, he's got so many people in the knockout box. If I give him 2 chances to bring him back, then it's a more even play field. If I don't, then I most likely have the second half, no problem. It was taken out of my hands when I did a 3-die block and got triple skulls. So That ended my turn. Second half, he ended up having 5 KOs in his box. He ends up getting the Saurus and the leader back, which sucked. He had a Kroxigor, 3 Sorai, and 3 Skinks. That was it. He got the ball, he caged up. I threw a halfling at his cage. It went onto a Saurus, but I KO'd myself. The Saurus went down, didn't do anything. He ends up going downfield. I got the ball free, and it's in 2 of my tackle zones. He dodges in, gets it, and dodges out. And then I got another 3-die block on his ball carrier, all pushes. He failed the dodge with his ball carrier, and the ball goes to my ogre. He gets a 6 and gets it. So all I do is I try to go for it one time to do a handoff, to just give it to my catcher, and I failed to go for it. And he fell down. So I'm just unable to secure the ball and run down the field. I would have been completely safe, would not have any problem. I still was able to get the ball, and I thought I was safe. He ended up blitzing me with his Kroxigor, and he had to go for it twice for a 1 die. And I was on the sideline, so I was hoping it would just go out of bounds at worst. No, it went forward towards his end zone, and then his skink on his last turn just dodges, go for it, gets the ball, go for it, touchdown. So I lost 1-0.
Oh, wow.
It was so annoying. Like, I had the game. I just, for the lack of one, go for it. Obviously, and then a catch, but I had catch. So annoying.
So could you have scored the first half without rolling that block?
Absolutely could have.
Okay, yeah.
But he would have had 2 chances of getting the knockouts back.
I understand that, but I always think of like the guy that rolls 5s and 6s and recovers them all anyways. Then you're mad as hell.
You're not wrong. In retrospect, I should have, but it did work how I wanted. He only got 2 out of the 5 back. Unfortunately, it was a Crocs, or it was a Saurus, and it was the leader guy. But if he hadn't gotten those 2 back and gotten 2 others, they were skinks, Anyways, is what it is.
Okay.
Round 5, go up against Cheeky Jimmy, and he has the Cobalt Crusaders, an Elven Union team.
Okay.
This was my 400th NAF tournament game. So I thought,
okay,
cool, maybe I'll have some good luck. He received, and on his first turn, he casualtied my thrower. I used the APO, and I don't think it worked. I was able to get the ball away from him. It goes to a catcher, and I got a 6 in 3 tackle zones, which was nice. On his turn, he does a 2-die uphill and makes it. Then the ball goes to his catcher in 2 tackle zones and gets a 6. Just keeps going back and back and back and back and forth. I was able to score, and then he scores. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm fine. I'm happy with the tie. I got the ball. I'm pretty much safe. I put a screen, guy, space, space, guy, space, 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 guy. Completely screwed it up. Left him a complete empty space just to walk through with no tackle zones. And he got his people on me, knocked the ball away, got it, and scored. And he ended up winning 2-1. I was so pissed. Again, my stupid mistake. Now, he could have still made the dodges, but he would have at least had to make, 4 dodges with those people? I don't know. It just sucked. So, round 6, I was supposed to play someone else, but since it didn't matter, Widram and I ended up playing. Got to play on his cool pitch that he made a long time ago. And he had his...
so they let you just mix it up since it didn't matter?
Yeah. His other friend, the other guys wanted to play each other anyways, or they were happy playing each other, I guess. So I went up against his Nesquigs Nautical Numpties, which is a goblin team. Obviously, it was the most fun game I had by far. Gareth's a great guy. Had a ton of fun hanging out with him. I did it.
What's his last name? The Baycock?
Believe so.
Okay. Because somebody,
Yeah.
okay, I'll accept his friend request.
So I tried to do a quick one-turn touchdown since he had some of his secret weapons on, and I fumbled, but I did end up landing no problem. His troll vomited and casualtied two of my people. I was able to score turn 7. His bomber killed himself on turn 8. And then the second half was basically I just got the ball and went down the field and scored. So I won 2-0. It's a goblin. I
Okay,
mean,
right.
so I had 2 wins and 4 losses. Yay.
Well,
That was not great. And I thought, well, crap. There goes my streak of winning something at every event. And then I ended up winning furthest traveled. So my streak continues.
I mean, does that count?
Shut up. It counts. It's real to
I
me.
think it's a nifty. I think it's a neat little award, but in some places I'm like, I
And
mean,
would they have given it
just,
away if I wasn't there? Who knows? But I got it. So that's all I cared about.
yeah, they would have gave it away. That Brazil person would have
They
got it.
might not have. I don't know. So that evening we were going to go to a Chinese place. We had a reservation, so we had to wait. Ended up going to a place called Milliners. Got a couple of drinks before the reservation. Hung out, chatted. Probably 10 of us or so. Watched some Olympics. Just hung out. Then we went to an all-you-can-eat Chinese place, and it was awesome. Like it was not like a buffet all-you-can-eat Chinese place. It was you sit down, they bring you a menu, and you say what 2 things you want, and they bring them out, and then you get the next 2 things.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was
Did you go with
like
the group?
yeah, it was a whole group of like
Because
10 of us.
I would have all said, let's all order something different and try things, and then find out what you like.
Well, we kind of did that. Like
Okay.
you could get a small plate just for yourself, or you can get a bigger one that you can kind of share. So we kind of went back and forth doing that. But yeah, so in England, Chinese places have rice. What are they? Rice something.
Rice noodles, the
No,
little
no, no,
fat
no,
ones.
no. But when you sit down, like how we'd have bread or something at a restaurant,
Okay.
or case tortillas at a Mexican place.
Okay.
They had like rice crisps that were kind of
Like Chex Mix.
no, they were like a I don't know. They were large, kind of like a pita that was empty in the middle.
Okay.
They didn't have much flavor. Like I don't know what they were just there. But
Okay.
apparently it's a thing. But we don't have that here. But that was it. So ended up the night, said goodbye, went back to Heathrow the next day. Actually, so I was initially looking to get a train to go from Stockport to Heathrow, and I found one, and like the only ones that I could find was like leaving at 5 in the morning, and then you had to catch a train, change trains, and then get on a bus to go, and it was $220 or something like that. I was like, oh my
Wow.
god! Now I found one like like it said, one seat available at $60 or something. I'm like, that's not so bad. So I booked it, and I'm like, wait a minute. I could probably just take the plane from Manchester Airport down to Heathrow. And I looked, and I got a flight for like 60 or $70 just to fly. It only took an hour. And then I'm landing at the
Hmm.
airport I need to be at. Much easier. And I thought, oh, well, it's within the 24 hours. I'm sure I can get a refund on the train. Nope. So screwed that up. But other than that, everything went well on the trip. I had an amazing time, met a lot of great people, saw a lot of stuff. I did not think I'd be able to do that. I was possibly, like with the old job, thinking maybe I can go in July, blah, blah, blah. But it was amazing. And then I came back and I started my job the Monday after I came, not the Monday after, but I had like another week to go. And been there 2 weeks. It's better than I expected, getting paid a lot more than I got paid at the last one. And we had 2 weeks of doing nothing. Just started training today, and this week of training is basically nothing too. So
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
don't
have
know.
done it a while. I'm sure not every place is so different that.
Right. That's basically what it is. But Yeah, I'm hoping to get over there again. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Core giving me the rides that helped a ton. Um, I don't know. That's all.
Man, you're out gallivanting around, and I'm working this overtime and
I know.
being grumpy at the world,
I don't blame you.
being grumpy that I'm playing Bretonians all the time
Yeah.
and not getting a good hamburger. Man,
Oh, if it makes you feel better, apparently I am not fully vested in my 401k after 2 years, which I thought I was. So missed out on a bunch of money there, but that's
oh,
okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It just kind of sucked. I was like, oh, I should have X amount, and it's like, no, X amount minus 6,000. Oh, that's not cool. So I guess after 2 years, it starts your vesting, and you are 25% vested the first year, then another 25 for the next 3 years or whatever. I was like, well,
Mm.
that's shit. But okay, it is what it is. But yeah.
Well,
Oh, and
do we
then
just
I ran a tournament the last weekend before I started the new job, and ended up having an odd number. So I played, and I just put together a quick chaos team, just threw block on everybody. This is Mongol
okay?
Madness at the Genghis Khan here, and I ended up winning it. And that tournament,
Well,
like this is the breakdown of that. I won 3 games in a row, obviously. It's called Destroy the Team first round. Second round, it was against Haley, and he had the worst luck I've ever seen. Not ever, but it was really horrible luck. So I beat him. And then the third round, I destroyed the team. So it's really easy when you do that.
yeah, that always helps, right?
But we had a lot of new guys, so that was cool. I think there was 18 people.
That's great.
Yeah. That's what I've been up to.
Maybe I'll have to play this weekend and I can win our own tournament. That'd be cool.
I mean, if I play, I'm going to win.
Um,
That's how it's going.
Man, I should let you. I should make you play your own spiky cup, and then you can be like, "Rah."
I've never played it.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Well, at least then I don't have to answer questions. Like, nope, go ask Scott. But what about this? Go ask Scott.
Right.
Oh well.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. What else have we been doing? Are we just gonna go into shout outs and crank this one down?
I guess so. I really don't have a whole lot of tournaments coming up either because new job kind of messed everything up. It'll be great, like shortly, because like I said, I'm making a lot more money and they seem really cool. But
I did get to go to a little like comic convention thing
yeah,
at like this place in Pryor, Oklahoma, up past Tulsa. Me and some buddies went up there, and I had the overtime, so I actually had some money to spend.
yeah,
This is how my life is. If I want anything extra, I'm gonna have to just work overtime to get it because I can't afford it anymore. Can't
right.
afford nothing. I need 2 roommates and 3 wives or something. But anyways, working wives.
That would
We
be
don't want
nice.
any. That's
Oh,
all I really need them for. Is
comics. Forgot. So the morning of the Warhammer World and stuff, there was a comic book store in Nottingham. Actually, it was more like a junk store, but they had comics. So
okay.
I had to, again, wait for them to open, which was a common theme. And I go in, and they had 3 large rows overflowing of the old 60s and 70s UK exclusive Marvel comics.
Nice. So you
And,
bought some of those?
yep, they were £2 each. None of them in bags, literally just thrown on a shelf. Just had to dig through. I had no idea what to look for because if I could have just given this guy $100 and taken them all, which I probably could have, I would have. But I couldn't bring that home. That would be a pain in the butt. But it was awesome. And yeah, I just found some cool stuff. So I was finally
Well,
happy because I got them.
oh well. that's kind of where my story's going. So we went up there and searched around. I ended up finding last few Defenders. I'm only down to Defenders number 4. That's
Nice.
the only one from the series I need. And I found that weekend. I found Marvel. Is it Marvel Feature 2 and 3? Number 1 was the first appearance. Marvel Feature number 1, I believe, or was it Marvel Premiere? I'm getting both those
Oh,
mixed up.
yeah, I think it was feature.
Okay. Well, at another little comic show back in January, I got number 1.
Right.
I picked up 2 and 3 at this show. Guy cut me a deal on them and stuff. So
Very cool.
got those, and I just digging in boxes and stuff. I found a couple of like worthless comics, but comics I wanted to read in a finished series. So I was really happy about that. And anyways, we had a good little time there. It was nice to get away for 7 hours and just be comic geeks.
Yeah, it is nice to get to them.
You bought how many of those Marvel England comics did you buy me? 7, 8, 10?
Well, I didn't even think about buying any.
Oh, why would you?
I don't
You
know.
don't need me anymore now that you're all svelte. You're like, I'm 230 pounds. I do what I want. I do what I want. Oh, now he's gonna open them up. Oh, she
I
just
bought you
dropped a whole
2.
bunch of stuff.
I got
Oh, you
you
bought?
a Transformers one, and
Ah, yeah, you're a good guy.
larger size, and then a Defenders one.
Oh, very cool.
I wasn't going to show you until tomorrow or this week, whatever. But if
Yeah,
you're gonna make
well,
me look like an asshole,
I kind of thought you probably got me something, and I thought I'm gonna see if I can call him out on here, and it
yeah,
worked.
you did.
Now, if I could only get Phil to just dig out his Defenders number 4, I'm sure he has an extra, or he has one. Who cares? And just send it to me. I can read those all too. Oh, on my quest for reading every GI Joe,
Yeah.
or at least the Real American Hero run, I am on issue. I read issue 320 today, so I am way ahead of my
Wow.
proof. So by the next podcast, for sure, I'll have them all read. So probably in about, I guess, 6 months for whenever I started this thing. So
Oh yeah. By the way, it is Transformers and Action Force GI Joe.
that's what I know. GI Joe is called Action Force over there.
So
That's where Black Major comes from.
he's just
You didn't
Major. You're racist.
No, Black Major is actually a white guy, sir.
Good for him. Racist.
Black Hat is also a white person. Anyway, well, so we do shout outs and you can say your thank yous and all that stuff.
I guess so.
Shout out! What's that, bud?
That worked. I was trying to see. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get these emails moved over. I don't know if I can.
Oh, do we have some stuff to look at together?
No, these are rosters that just came in.
Oh, I got you.
Did I have?
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. I think there was something that I was supposed to shout out, but everything kind of went to hell.
Was it maybe the Indian family you stayed with or the Chinese family you stayed with?
No.
The prostitute that you enjoyed that you forgot to mention during this podcast?
No. Did we talk about the team names from Matthew Lehman?
Maybe.
Bay of Storms, Blood Bowl Club, Imperial Nobility. I think we did because it's Cape Town and the Darkland Daisies.
Oh yeah. They were Chaos Dwarfs.
So if I'm not shouting you out like I should, and I said I would, it's because you didn't email me like I told you to, because I don't remember and I always go to email. So I'm going to put the blame on other people.
Ooh.
But overall, yes, I want to give a shout out to everyone I met over in England. Had a great time. I don't know what else. Shout out to Pete, even though he's gone.
Yeah, thanks for all the people over there that took care of Stevie. and we got him back in one piece with my comic book. So I
Mm-hmm.
just gotta hope he makes the airplane trip. Like
Yeah.
you don't. I hope it doesn't snow on you and you miss it like you did Chaos Cup.
I mean, it's going to be the 80 here, so I don't think it's going to be a problem.
That's what it was here today too. So
It's crazy. Like we went this. It's only the second time in recorded history that they went a whole February with no snow in Denver.
oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, sign
Now,
of times.
with the government being the government, we're having issues with TSA not getting paid. So hopefully, I'm able to make it Thursday, no problem. But we'll see.
Yeah, I just read an article about that today because I try my best not to live in the news, but
Right.
I did not realize that they were still not getting paid. So,
Well, they went away and then it came back, and we
right.
gotta spend all the money destroying innocent people.
Well, sometimes you're on a mission from God.
Of course. That's why we gotta get the band back together.
We got to get the band back together.
The Penguin told
All
us.
right. I actually, I guess I don't have anything to report on like some shout outs, but I'm looking forward to um, hopefully relaxing and enjoying this weekend is what I'm really hopeful. I'm looking forward to seeing people and just like, not really even the Blood Bowl. I mean, actually, none of it's the Blood Bowl.
Pretty
Seeing
much.
people hanging out, visiting, and doing so with the excuse to play Blood Bowl is what I'm really actually looking forward to. Just 3 days of like kind of gaming, whether I'm sitting out hanging out with you or subbing in or whatever. So I am looking forward to that. And again, if you're coming out, if you want to bring some board games and stuff for Saturday night, I know Seth is coming back just to play board games with people if they want to. And this is probably going to be the last year at the hotel. So
Most
come
likely.
out and come out and enjoy this unless something crazy happens. So
Oh, I did want to get the new Mazio's pizza. What is that?
what? What? Are
I had
you
a
high?
I had a friend say
You
that
have
it
a
was a new
stroke?
Mazio's pizza. What was it?
You, Steve is having a stroke.
It was like a
Everybody,
big Mazio's pizza.
you want to get that when you're here? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, is it on their website that everybody needs to know about?
I don't know. The immense and immensely satisfying new Yeti pizza from Mazio's, only $14.99.
That's an old pizza, but that's fine.
Well,
I'm
first I've
pretty
seen
sure
it.
they said the Yeti before, but
Well, there's been Bigfoot at Pizza Hut.
oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
That
Okay.
was great. Like, man, I miss good pizza.
I'll take a lot of Tums and we can get this for lunch.
I have lately been getting Domino's, but if I don't like Domino's for the most part, but if I do the barbecue sauce and do my
It's a lot
trick
better.
of, getting it well done and extra cheese and stuff, still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not
What's it?
Papa John's, but it's good.
Yeah, I agree. All right, now we're just tangenting on
Yep.
Steve having a stroke.
Yep. Stroking out to pizza.
Wow. you know, nah, never mind. I'll tell you off the air. It's a
Okay.
better. It's kind of just a dumb story, but
Okay. Sure you don't people will want to know.
okay. So at work, sometimes when I'm on other floors and people are like taking their break, I'll take pictures of them like from far away and then a little closer and a little closer and then like right up on their face.
Hmm.
And I wait until random times. Could be days later. It could be a Friday night. I'll send them the pictures one by one with like couple minutes apart or something, or I'll hit them the same day and then but do it from another location and they're like looking around trying to figure out what's going on. One of the guys I worked with caught me doing it, so he thought it was hilarious and he started doing it to his friends. Well, now he'll catch me sometimes sitting there and he'll send me a random picture. And tonight, working the OT and stuff, he was like, he sent it to me and I was like, dang, that guy's really handsome. He's like, yeah, he seems pretty good looking. And I said, I think later tonight I'll jerk that guy off. And I thought that was really funny. And he did too. He thought that was hilarious. So
Have you ever done the trick of taking a picture of someone's phone and then when they leave, send it to them and be like, "Hey, you forgot your phone."
no, but I'm going to do that now.
And then they come back and like, "Oh, where's my phone? What? Where's my phone? Oh, I don't know. What are you talking about? You said I left my phone here. I don't know. How'd you find that out? You texted me. Oh, did I? About what? About not having my phone.
I'm doing that. That's a great trick, Steve.
If it works, it's awesome. But
all right, folks.
Well,
We will probably get back with you a couple weeks so we can report on Oklahoma Bowl, and we're kind of behind, like by a month and stuff like that. So
yeah,
we'll do what we can do.
yeah.
So
We're
just
hopefully
be
everything
patient
gets.
with us.
Yeah, hopefully stuff gets fixed. But
It's better this way than taking a hiatus, which was seriously discussed. So
Scott does not want to be doing stuff right now besides crawling in a hole.
I don't want to do anything. That is, I just want to read my comic books and go to another place where just the same stuff happens over and over again.
Final thing. I promise. Final thing. Did I tell you I started reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl series of books?
No, so that is what the Kickstarter game is based off of.
There's a game?
There's a board game right now. It's either a role-playing game.
You should get on that.
You need to look into it.
I don't want to look.
I don't have the money, dude.
That's true. Okay. So started last Tuesday in the evening, and I'm halfway through book 5. And
wow.
I'm just jonesing to get to the next one. Like,
are they like, they're not comics, they're real books?
They're real books. Like, do you know anything about it?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I was wondering where this board game came from that wanted to talk about Dungeon.
So it's a very popular series of books. I guess it's a lit RPG is the genre, but it's a literary RPG. So I really don't want to tell you. I really just want to tell you to read it. Like, just
that's fine.
Sit down and read it. It's amazing.
For real, if that is your thing, there is either a Kickstarter for a role-playing game or an actual board game. So it is a thing.
Well, I don't want to be spoiled by anything, and I'm trying to stay away from stuff.
No, I got you if you're enjoying it. But
yeah.
Yes, there is like I said, a board game or a role-playing game coming out. And I think it's a board game.
I'd be more interested in a board game, that's for sure. If you find it, just let me know when the end date is.
Hold on. I'm just going to look right now and see if I can find something for you. Board game. Boy, there's a lot of stuff on this. I'm glad that now that I know what this is from. It's on, looks like it's on Baccarat. Hold on. Maybe it's not even launching in April.
Okay,
so you can still read your books.
Awesome.
It does look like a Dungeon Crawler Carl RPG plus Unstoppable, and it's by Renegade Game Studios. Is what I'm seeing here.
Well,
so I might just be seeing early stuff on.
I might still jump in on it because it's a ton of fun, and I really like the universe. So.
Oh no, there is another thing called Dungeon Crawler Carl Unstoppable is a solo or a 2-player co-op card crafting deck builder set in the world of Dungeon or whatever. Cool. The world Dungeon. So
then I will do so.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a game. And we can play it. Well, I can bring it to the group.
Nobody likes you there.
I know.
All right, we're rambling on too much.
Yep. Anyways, okay, we'll talk to you guys next time.
All right, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
You can follow Both Down on Twitter at Both Down. You can follow Scott at Fat Finley, FATFINLEY. and Steve at Kilowog2814. If you want to know if your team name is Both Down approved, send a tweet to @BDapproved. If you'd like to email them, the email address is bothdownpodcasts@gmail.com. Or for more information, you can visit them at bothdown.com or at facebook.com/bothdown.
Do you wanna listen to it? I've never been to London, and that's the truth. I've never been to London, but I'd go with you. I've never been to London, and that's the truth. I've never been to London, but I'd go with you. Do you wanna listen to it? We can. We can do that if you want.